Welcome to another episode of Things You Thought the Bible Says, but it doesn't. Have you ever been going through a terrible trial or hardship, only to have someone tell you, or maybe even tell yourself, God's not going to allow more to be put on you than what you are able to bear? This is such a comforting sentiment, that I'm going to be able to make it through this, that this is not going to kill me, that I can make it through because God's not going to let it get too hard. The problem is, the Bible never promises such a thing. To get an idea of what is going on here, let's look at the only verse in the Bible which has a phrase anywhere close to this. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, He will also provide the way of escape, that you may be able to endure it. Now, this is clearly about temptation and not trials. I don't know how this got turned around. I don't know who started it. But many a Christian, many a preacher, including me, have used this verse improperly in the past. The reality is, things happen all of the time that we cannot bear on our own. That is why God's strength is made perfect in our weakness. See, if we could bear everything on our own, what need would we have for God? The truth is, God will always be there to help His people, but He will never put a limit on the amount of mess you may have to go through. That is ultimately determined by the free and the sovereign will of God. But we are to be encouraged that God, who is the creator and judge over all the earth, will always do what is just and what is right. Genesis 25 and 18. It never promises that He will not give us more than we can bear. In fact, that's the whole point of it. He wants us to let Him bear it for us.